Welcome to Socha Samjha Risk, a short video series that simplifies risk analysis and highlights the importance of using Riskometer before investing in mutual funds. With us is Mr. Gop Kumar, the Chief Executive Officer of Axis Mutual Fund. In this video, we are going to relate running a marathon and investing to help you grasp concepts better so that you can make better investment decisions. I'm very excited for this conversation. Let's get started. Thank you very much for taking your valuable time out. I'm really happy to ask you this question. Is there a particular sport that you find very similar to investing?
I think marathon is one thing which is very, very close to investing. I think both have long-term in terms of goals.
Yes.
Marathon is also, you can't decide to run in the early morning and say that today I'm going to be a marathon.
Yes.
You need to practice, you need to have that dedication, you need
Yes.
to have time spent. And there is a lot of preparation goes in terms of running a marathon. And
Yes.
a marathon also comes with a goal. That's the reason you find the most marathoners time it.
Yes.
And they speak about time, and you do see them coming to Facebook or Twitter,
Yes.
and they're just tweeting and saying that I ran so much. Sometimes people believe the marathon is all about yourself. I think marathon is not about yourself. It also is about external things which impacts you while running.
Yes.
Investing is also similar, where you also have a goal in mind, and you plan for a goal where the way it will look like. And it also has got a couple of risks, like marathon also has a couple of risks that you may get injured.
Yes.
You have to have preparation for that. You need to have right gear to run. I think most people don't believe there is the right gear.
Yes.
And even investing has the similar things, which is you have riskometers, you got a risk profilers, you got a goal planning.
Yes.
Combine all these things, you can do a fairly good investing.
Yes.
And it is also has a reviewing process in place. And even marathon also reviewing place. And most of the people, when I said they time, they also look at every minute and 1 hour,
Yes.
every hour, and see that how well they've done. I think investing is also about that. And so
Yes.
my belief is that marathon and investing goes very, very closely.
Definitely. And I also understand while you were talking to me, I could associate different people have different goals and different risk associated with it as well.
That's right.
So you and I would run with a different objective, and the risk that you and I would take would be very different. I wanted to ask about how risk profiler falls into a place like this when you're investing or looking into invest.
Very important is to investing is to look at your risk profile.
Yes.
That's very, very important. I think that risk profile, and you need to look at which products you are consuming, whether your products are equivalent to your risk measures.
Yes.
And it is just not done saying that you just did that and your work is over.
Yeah.
Very important two things. One is that you have to review it,
Yes.
and you have to ask right questions to your financial advisors.
Yes.
Because I understand that most of the people don't understand investing.
Definitely.
I think ask right question to a financial advisor. Very, very important.
Yes.
And they will able to guide you about. It's like a coach in the marathon,
Yes.
which your financial advisor also will guide you.
Yes.
In my case, I was a sportsman, so I don't take advice of the coach.
Yeah.
So I understand it, so I run.
Yes.
So if you are good enough,
Yeah.
you should do your own research
Yes.
and understand your risk, and you can do that also.
Definitely.
And I think mutual funds gives that opportunity. The investing gives an opportunity of both.
Yeah.
The regular investing as well as the direct. And regular investing, obviously, you go with financial advisor, and financial advisor will be able to give you a good financial plan
Yes.
and make sure that you review it.
Definitely. So risk analysis helps us take care of our side of things, right, as an investor. But at the product end, we also have something called as the Riskometer, and which has been the talk of the town for the longest time. What are your views of the Riskometer, and how do you think people or new investors in general should look at Riskometer before investing?
See, I think most of people have seen Riskometer.
Yeah.
I think people have not really understood what the Riskometer stands for.
Yes.
Riskometer, on simple words, it's a representation, graphical representation of the risk involved in a particular product.
Yes.
Very important to look at. Then you do your risk profiling.
Yes.
Then you do your financial planning, and which I meant financial planning includes your goal planning.
Yes.
And it's very holistic.
Yes.
So what happens is that most of the time what we look at is only 2 components or maximum 3 components.
Yes.
But the 4th component, which is very important, is Riskometer.
Yes.
A lot of people don't look at the Riskometer at all. I think if you combine the Riskometer along with your financial planning and the goal planning, I think that's how your financial planning should look like. As an advisor, I could clearly say that most of the people don't look at Riskometer.
Yes.
I think it's very important for you to look at and
And vary yourself, where do you fall, and how does it fill
See,
into
the
your game?
problem is that every product has a different riskometer.
Yes.
So it is very, very easy to understand because regulator has made it very, very simple.
Yes.
It's a very, very simple graphical representation.
Yes.
Once you know that this product has this level of risk, and look at your risk profiling, you will see that whether you are a moderate risk or a lower risk or aggressive.
Yes.
Make sure that you marry the both, and that's how you find your financial planning much more robust than what you're doing today.
Yes.
I think very important. It's similar like what you do on a marathon,
Definitely.
where you need to look at what gears you are wearing. For example, if you're flat-footed, there is a separate shoes one you need to wear.
Yes.
If you are running a full marathon, there is a different shoes to wear it. So every shoes comes with a different risk associated with that. It is up to you that how does it suit in terms of your the way you run, and your coach will be able to tell you exactly what shoes you need to do. So I think Riskometer is similar to few components of marathon. I think you need to work around that.
Has there been a personal experience while running a marathon that you could relate back to investing?
Oh, several times. I think most of the time marathon gives an opportunity to think, because you generally do 2.5 hours while running. I think it gives an opportunity to think.
Yes.
And thoroughly, and you think about what's happening on your investments, because it gives you that endurance to look at it, and when you come back you review your runs.
Yes.
Every minute.
Yes.
I think I have seen people living every second. I think that's not the right thing to do. I think you need to have a right review mechanism in place.
Yes.
Ideally, my view is that you at least have to do twice a year and see that whether your products what you consume and your risk profiler as is together, so that you can get a most robust financial planning.
And you reach your financial goals.
Yeah, obviously, because financial planning is all about planning with the right components in place, and which you'll be able to achieve your goals.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Gop Kumar. I'm really happy to have been a part of this conversation.
Thank you for asking right questions in terms of sports investing, and some most favorite, both are being a very favorite subject.
No, before starting this, we got to know that you are you have been running, and you've been a big runner.
I was an athlete in my younger days. And that helps me because over the years I have learned the technique of running.
Yes.
And I think I do that because of that.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope that we have another conversation very soon.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to have a chat with you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.